I knew what she was doing was cruel. I knew my daughter did not deserve it. I knew a father should speak. Yet every time I opened my mouth, I remembered why that woman hated us. So I said nothing. And silence can turn a house into a grave. When you hear Cinderella's story, you hear of ashes, the soot on her hands, the cinders on her dress, the floor where she slept. But ashes come after fire, and I was the match. Before there was a stepmother, there were two sisters. The elder was meant for me. Families had spoken, futures quietly arranged, the day nearly chosen. I arrived only to settle the final details. Then her younger sister entered the room by accident. One glance. That is all it took to ruin us. I called it love. Men often give noble names to selfish things. I broke the arrangement before sunset. I married the younger sister, your Cinderella's mother. The elder sister was left with whispers, pity, and a husband cruel enough to make rejection seem gentle. Years later, my wife died, too young, too sudden. And grief makes fools believe old wounds can be mended by reopening them. So I married the elder sister again. I told myself I was giving her what she had once been denied. A warm house, full cupboards, safety through winter. But comfort cannot repay humiliation. It only covers it for a while. Every kindness I offered said, "Forgive me." Every comfort I gave her said, "I know." And every kindness to my daughter said something worse. Cinderella grew into the face of her mother, the same eyes, the same voice, the same gentleness that once made me betray a promise. To me, she was my child. To the woman I married, she was a ghost. At first, it was little things. More chores, colder meals, a harsher tone. Discipline, I called it. Then came torn dresses, mockery, late nights by the hearth. Household necessity, I called it. Then came ashes. By then, I had grown skilled at naming cruelty something smaller. I cultivated a father's blindness. I stopped looking at my daughter so I would not have to look at the monster in my own mirror. Why did I not stop it? Because each time I saw tears in my daughter's eyes, I saw another woman years before, standing abandoned in a doorway because of me. I pitied the wound I caused more than the child before me. That is the kind of cowardice polite men mistake for compassion. So I stayed late in town. I found errands where none existed, work where none was needed. I called myself provider. But I was only absent. My daughter did not lose a father in death. She lost him by inches. Then came the prince, the ball, the miracle all stories prefer. I watched her descend those stairs dressed in light, and for the first time in years, everyone in that house was forced to see her as I should have. Not a servant, not a burden, not a reminder. My daughter. When the doves took my stepdaughter's sight, the crowd gasped. I did not. Blindness had lived in that house long before the birds arrived. Cinderella left with a crown. The others left screaming. And I remained where I belonged, inside the ruin I built.
You look beautiful tonight.
If you ever hear that Cinderella was saved by a prince, remember this. She first had to survive her father.